Alright, we're back with another video, and in this one I'm going to show you guys how to get knowledge points fast. And when I say fast, this is pretty much the fastest experience rates that I have found so far within the game. And yes, since the last time I did rank up a bit. Getting into the best methods and stick to the end, because I will show you guaranteed the most efficient way to get the best knowledge points as well as the most money in the game. I'll break this video up by giving you the AFK method, the fastest method, and then the most efficient. Forewarning, for this you will need to be in episode 4, and starting with the most AFK method, you may have heard of this before. What you'll want to do is crime raids, and the reason why you want to do these is because it gives you both the Watchman experience as well as detective experience. So basically you'll be getting 2 times experience, one for one skill and one for another. Now, along with this method, there are some tips that you want to do. First thing is, you will want to make sure that you do not have on a ranged weapon. And this is the key component to make this AFK, because if you do have a ranged weapon, when you run out of ammo, these burglars will attack you and they will kill you, and you will not hit back, especially if you're doing something like watching a movie. The next thing is, these burglars do not give you money or items, which these start at level 8, and then your next one is at level 18. Before you actually start a crime raid, what you'll want to do is farm out some monsters at the level you are close to, get some good gear, and in my case I got epics so that I can use whenever I am fighting these level 18s. And I've used this same gear from 18 all the way to 33 doing this method. And like I said, I've just been doing this while editing videos. What makes it go so good for knowledge points is that you're getting it for 2 skills as well as roughly 3% knowledge for every kill that you get. And once this raid is over, as you'll see, you'll get a big chunk of detective experience along with the watchman experience. This next method is the fastest method that you could do to get experience. Along with being the fastest method to get knowledge points, this does net you roughly the most amount of gold per run. The way you want to do this is, whenever you do load into episode 4, you want to make your way, which you start here, all the way to the market portal, which is shown right here. I know I went fast, but you could pause the video and take screenshots if you actually want to see the path. And then make it here to the Merchants Guild, and these bounties start at level 0. For your first one, you will be selling soap to the butcher, and to find soap, what you'll have to do is make your way through the Lord's Road all the way up to Rat's Alley, and then go to the soap shop, which is located here, and then make your way down to the Lord's Road West, and that's where you'll find the butcher. Now, when you're doing these, this will net you about 1,000 experience per run for your merchant skill. And what you'll want to do is get this skill up all the way until you could get the ribs as well as the beef joints, because if you want to AFK this, those are the 2 best methods. And if you stick to the end, like I said, I'll show you a method to be able to farm out 4 skills within 1 run, getting a whole bunch of knowledge points along the way. Now, as you see, once I trade this person, I'll get a chunk of experience, and then my knowledge went from 50 to 59. So it's roughly 6 to 9% per contract, depending on what level contract that you're doing. Every time that you do complete a contract or a string of contracts, which you will get the groove of the best route that you can do for the Merchants Guild. And if you want a video on what is the best route for the Merchants Guild, leave a comment down below. Now, for the absolute most efficient way to farm out gold, knowledge, as well as skills, is to go to the view board. And what you'll want to do is go to the view board and get 4 ribs and 2 beef joints. The reason why you want to get ribs is because they give you 745% experience each, as well as the beef joints, they give you 628 experience each. So what you want to do is you will not have 6 like I do, but you'll want to start out with 0 when you have no bounties at all and start and do a raid. Now remember, raids are AFK, so you can do whatever you want in between these raids, and if you position yourself perfectly within the middle of the map, just about all of the NPCs will come and attack you based off of their aggression. Now you'll get all of this experience for your watchman, then you'll get all of that experience for your detective, and in between each of these raids, this is where the magic happens. The reason why you want to do this is because the bounty system is on a 2-minute timer. And what's so good about this is where you purchase the beef joints, as well as where you purchase the ribs for the butcher, are so close to where you have to do these crime dens. And where you would best start is the crime den level 8 as well as the crime den level 18. This is what takes you using the detective skill from 18 all the way to 51 is your next crime den. This is the best early experience grind that you could do for at least your first 50 levels for the journeyman. And so what you'll do is purchase these 12, and then you'll take this to your first person, and as you see, each of these net you roughly 3 silver coins each. So just round down and let's just say you get 14 silver coins each. Regardless, for each run you get 14 silver coins. And so for some of the guys that love big level drops, you could just trade and then bam, bam. And all merchant really is a running simulator. And so I just got to level 23 merchant, and yes, I've only did this for maybe 2 or 3 hours coming home from work, and I started at level 20. And as you can see, when I deliver these ribs, I'll have enough knowledge points to put that towards another skill that I want. And right now I want to farm out my detective skill to 31 so that I could do the side mission for that. So I'll just show you just roughly how many knowledge points I get, and per run of doing this you'll get roughly 80% of your bar. So each run you'll get a knowledge point every run and a half doing this, and it's just low clicks per minute. So as I deliver this to the leather or the souvenir stall, I will just trade them each of these and just watch as my levels go up. So that one was 6 each. So that was 6%. That's 7%. So this is about 6.5% each. And just make sure whenever you do max out, you do purchase or get whatever you want. So I'm gonna just convert this. Like I said, I want to get my detective skill up, since I was putting a lot of my skill points into carpentry early on. I can now go into what I actually want to do. So put another one into the detective skill. So with that, that's all you have to do for the best knowledge point grind. And if you get tired of doing this, you could just always go in and force farm any of your skills that you really do enjoy. But until this gets patched or nerfed, I'm pretty sure this is probably the best grind you could do for 3 or 4 skills at one time. So if you enjoy this video, leave a like. I'll see you next time.